Good afternoon, late evening. I'm the Mainly Digger, and today's video is not about metal detecting. It's been raining all day long. The ground's soaked. I wanted to get out. I'm kind of sad I did not. Today's video is about the underground tunnels in Chambersburg and how they were used in the Underground Railroad. The tunnels in Chambersburg have been there before, during, and obviously after the Civil War and the freeing of the slaves, fugitive slave. I think it's called the Fugitive Slave Act. Yeah, they've been there for a while, a long time. Attempted to contact multiple people in government agencies in Chambersburg. It sounds so official, but anyway. And they said, yeah, they're there. We don't know where they are. And this is their general like what they said. They know that they're there. They don't know where they are. I was trying to get like a viewing, like so I could do a vlog. They didn't contact me after that. They stopped, or they said no. But it's still fun. I love this history. So they were used in the Underground Railroad in Chambersburg. Chambersburg was a huge stopping point for the Underground Railroad. There was a lot that the fleeing slaves had access to safe houses, and they could use the rails, the actual railroad, to go north, or even not using the railroads to go north. You walk, they could do whatever they wanted. This is a point, a stop-off point for them. How they would travel from Maryland and use the Native American trails. They would travel to Mercersburg using these trails along the Warm Springs Indian Trail, now Route 75. And from Mercersburg, I'm saying that wrong, to Chambersburg, they would use it's now Route 30 to Chambersburg, where there's a whole bunch of safe houses in Chambersburg. Chambersburg at that time would help assist in the freeing of slaves, obviously. The John Brown house and the John Brown raid. If you don't know, John Brown was the main person who plotted and helped supplied the leader in, there's a good word, the leader in the Harper Ferry's raid. Chambersburg was his supply point where he stored all of his supplies. He stayed in a boarding house downtown. The boarding house has actually an underground tunnel leading to the old jail. The old jail is rumored to have housed fugitive slaves, runaway slaves, and so that tunnel's known. But from here, because he was under a disguise, he used the name Isaac Smith, who was an owner of a mining company. And there's actually, it's kind of cool, there's a quarry in town, I know where it is, that he met and stored supposedly all his supplies, and they had their meetings and stuff like that. So this is the point. Chambersburg is the point where he made and plotted and planned and just made plans to do the raid on Harper's Ferry. Like, he had an idea, and then this is where he formed it. This is not just formed, this is where the plan of execution happened. Just a cool side note. And it's still, the building still stands today. So known spots, and I'll show you on the map later. The old jail, the John Brown house. So I'm looking at the old McKellen Pomeroy house, which it's not there though. If you go to downtown Chambersburg, there's a post office, and the house was, I don't know if it's still there. I don't know if they tore it down. The house was around on that property someplace, and it was supposedly haunted. But I think they tore it down. But there was a tunnel that led from the house to the library, which was supposed to be across the street. I couldn't find it on the map. There's no library across the street. There might have been at one time. I couldn't find anything on it, but it's still a cool bit of knowledge and history. Falling Springs Church, definitely a spot to look at, and the the funeral home that was there connects to the church. There's a tunnel that connects, or it could be a tunnel that connects to the church. I forgot the name of it was like the very first jail. It's not there anymore. It's just a marker, a historical marker. The very first jail in Chambersburg and Courthouse, which was also a bar, a tavern. I love that. But there's a tunnel there too also that I think led somewhere, connected somewhere. I don't remember. But so yeah, I'm going to show you the map and do some explaining on there. I'm just showing you where these locations are, and there's probably more tunnels that I couldn't find or couldn't find any information on. It's Chambers. Like, I love this. I love the secret stuff of different cities and towns. All right, mainly dig it out. So this is a map of Chambersburg and known locations where there's tunnels. Also where there was underground railroad activity. We're going to start off with the old jail, which is right here. I like my pinpointer, just tweezers. And then supposedly the tunnel connects to the John Brown house, and as it's the same thing. I explained it earlier in the video. And then the library, the free library, there might be a tunnel that runs under there. And here's the church, the Falling Springs Church, also one of my videos that I've done. I'll have to scroll down for this one. Of course, it's not scrolling down. There we go. It's also said that there's a tunnel that goes from the Franklin County Courthouse to the jail, or the Franklin County Courthouse Administration Office to the jail. I know for certain that this building was destroyed in the burning of Chambersburg, and parts of the actual courthouse were, no, not parts, because that's where they put some hostages. They had some hostages. But there's also, on this street, there's an older courthouse that is now it's not there anymore, but it was a tavern in the old days. And there's a tunnel that leads somewhere there. That's not confirmed. The building's not there anymore. It's a different building. It's also in one of my older videos. And then there's looking for the post office in Chambersburg. Maybe it's down further. It wasn't the actual post office, but it was the site of the old McClenny Pomeroy house, which is, I think it was torn down. I'm not exactly sure, but it should be. I can't say. Probably didn't put it on here. But there was a tunnel that led to the library, or one of the older libraries. But I'm not certain of that, because I couldn't find an old library that's around, or that was around that house. So who knows? But just some of the locations. I'm guessing there's, like, all of Chambersburg, I'm pretty sure has tunnels. Downtown Chambersburg has tunnels from different buildings. It's just something I enjoy. I love, like, unknown tales and history and stuff like that. But I don't know, that's pretty cool to me. All right.